Hi, today I'm going to be looking at a new fall trend and showing you a basic at-home version. So in the most recent People Style Watch, it looked at the new fall trends, and the one that is probably the easiest to do at home for the average person is the earthy eyeshadow. So right now I have my foundation on, I have no concealer, and I have a bit of brow. And I'm going to start by using a cream shadow base. But you can use anything that you have at home. These are really popular in department stores right now. I've used a lot of different brands. I find that they're all fine, especially when you're using them for a base. And you just want to really smudge this all over the eye area, right up to underneath the brow bone. So I've got a nice metallic base using my cream shadows, and now what I'm going to use is a powder shadow. I'm using an Estee Lauder color Crystal Sand Shimmer. Smaller the brush, the more color pigment that you get on the eye. And so with the lighter base color, you really want to get as much color, as much base color as you can here. And again, all the way up to the brow bone. Now what we need is an all over crease color. And in this I'm using a contour brush. And so I'm going to start right towards the end and contour this around. I'm kind of going sloppy here because I'm kind of getting on the lid and contouring. This is called Copper Penny, and it's a great coppery brown base color. And so you kind of want to keep it from getting up here, but don't worry, this is so easy to fix. So as you see, there's really no science to it. Blend is your friend. If you feel like you've got too much, just blend it out. Now I'm going to use a color called Copper Pot. Now Copper Pot is a more condensed copper color, and I really kind of want this to be my pop of color. So I'm going to start in the middle of the eye and blend outward. And again, I'm using a smaller brush so that I place more pigment. Every basic eye look should have three main colors: an all over base color, a contour color, and then sort of a pop of color, a pigment. This is really what sets apart an eye look from the basic. So as you can see, it sort of has that pop of color. And so this is a great kind of all day regular look, but if you want to take something, maybe make it a more evening look, the MAC pigments are great for that. This is the MAC, what pigment color? Copper Sparkle. So as you see, we're staying in the earth tones. We're really going to be utilizing the copper, which is great for a bronzed look. This will really kind of glam up any night. And I'm just going to put this right over where the Copper Pot was. And this is really going to set off the look. And the metallic look, you're really going to see this fall in tops. Lots of sparkles, lots of glitter. And that's so fun. And makeup is really just an extension of that. For this look, I'm going to do a pencil. And I'm actually going to use a pencil. Usually I use more of a pencil that rotates up. But I'm liking these pencils you can sharpen now because you can really get such a fine point. As close as you can to the lash. Bear with me because this is my first time ever putting makeup on for a video, and it's quite a bit different. Always finish my look with a concealer because a lot of times you'll get residual powder underneath, particularly the smokier you go. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and help out with these dark circles, because Lord knows I think I got 4 hours of sleep last night. And you can tell. I'm using a bronzer and a nice big powder brush. I'm going to really highlight and shape the face by really going into the the crooks here of the cheeks. A great thing, a liquid bronzer really steps this up a notch. Also, must-have secret of all makeup artists. This is Estee Lauder. It's in a soft pink color. What it is a highlighting pen. It looks like a concealer. Yves Saint Laurent has one that almost every makeup artist, professional makeup artist use. And this is how you really get your makeup to stand out. You use these highlighters to contour. The main parts are going to be on the inner corners of the eye and around the cheekbone here. And here's an area where people make a mistake. They really blend it all in all together perfectly. But you actually don't want to do that. You don't want it to be perfectly blended when you're applying it to the skin. You almost want it to stand out a little bit. And then you want to use your powder over it to kind of blend the whole look in. That way you'll really kind of get the dramatic look you want. And you can use that here. I don't know if you can really see the effect in the camera as much as you can in my mirror. But you want to see it here. You want to see it in the eye. And then I'm going to use a little blush with a feather blusher. I find that the fan gives a little bit more subtle look. And always start on the outside, working your way in with the blush. Take some of the brown, in this case it was the Copper Penny, and a liner brush, and you kind of take it all the way out. I do this after mascara only because the look is sort of supposed to be messy, and it's sort of a finishing touch. And so I want to see what it looks like with everything else. If there's something that happened here that I don't like, easy enough. Always have cotton swabs, very easy to fix. Anything with a cotton swab. The beauty about makeup is that it's not permanent. If you do something that you don't like, by all means, just take it off. Just adding a little bit more shape to my sparse brows here with an Anastasia roll-up pencil, and this is an ash brown. And then also with an Anastasia brow definer, I'm going to trace under my eye. And I'm actually going to kind of come down a little bit. This is kind of going to be my eraser. So if I went too high on any product, this is where I can just kind of take it out. Use your finger, your own skin, and the heat of your skin to blend it up and out. Because we're doing the eye more intense, we're going to stay to a basic lip. I'm going to line my lips first with Spice. This is an Estee Lauder product, but if you know much about makeup, Spice is probably the most sold color. Now, just gonna kind of color in my lip. Except for the inner parts. That way when I use my MAC lip gloss, Moth to Flame, and really get it on there. It's very hard to overdo gloss in my opinion. The big, thick gloss, better. And a real quick little tip, take out this handy weapon, I'm telling you. Trace just on the inside here and sort of tap it out. So I hope you like my earth tone bronze look.